so let's talk BedJet. They're pretty expensive, and I wanted to show you how ours works, why we got it, what it does for us. They're kind of confusing. Like, you're like, is it just a sheet of ice that you're laying under? Let's talk about it. All right, the BedJet lays under your bed. So here it is. You can leave it, you can have it this way, you can have it that way. For me, it just worked best this way. You can even buy a bracket to do it vertical. If you don't have enough room under your bed, they tell you it's like 7 inches or something that you need under your bed. We have risers, so it doesn't matter. So it just lays there. You always have the switch on so that you control it with the remote control or the app. There is a tube that goes up into, we bought the comforter that goes with it. This is a regular sheet. It goes on top of the comforter. Here's the comforter. And there's this. You don't have to use the comforter. You can just use this part and blow it into your regular sheet. But people say they're more comfortable with the comforter, and so we did get that. Full disclosure, BedJet did send me the unit and the comforter, although I would have bought the comforter on my own. And I'll probably have to buy a second comforter cover because it's next to my body, and I want that to be cleaned every once in a while and not have to clean it and put it right back on. So this is the BedJet unit right there. It's got a tube, a little thing that goes under your mattress to keep it in tight and into the comforter. Okay, my husband has the same setup over on his side. We have a dual jet, so his side can be whatever temperature he wants it, and my side can be whatever temperature I want it. All right, so you can see that it does leave a little bit of a bump at the end of your bed, but you aren't gonna trip on it because the actual BedJet is underneath the bed, so late at night you're not gonna be tripping on the BedJet when you go to the restroom. You'll just be, it's just there. All right, the BedJet can be controlled by either your phone, the app on your phone, or it can be controlled by the controller. So I'm gonna use the controller right now. You just hit cool. Let's see if it went on. Cool. And then I'm gonna make it go up. I'm starting to hear it. So if you look at the bed, you'll start to see it rising a little bit. If you don't have the comforter on, it really does blow up quite a lot. You can also see that it does leak over onto my husband's side of the bed a little bit. We only have one BedJet going right now, but that's what it does. Let me show you what it looks like underneath. See, so you would want to put a comforter or a sheet on top of it, or this can be kind of annoying. And so with your comforter and everything down, then it does put a little pressure on it. I have the BedJet going like full bore right now, so that's why it's so poofy. You can make it, last night I had it going at about 40%, and you can have it kind of simmer down a little bit. All right, so you can also use the BedJet app, which is right here. The BedJet app connects to your BedJet via Bluetooth. I have mine called Hillary's Heaven. The air temp it's blowing at is 81 degrees. So it's taking the air temperature that's in your room. We keep our house pretty warm here in Arizona, and just blowing that through the bed. It is not actually cooling the air. It is taking the air from the lowest point in your room. So that's the coolest part of your room, and blowing it through the BedJet. And as you can see here, when you set it to cooling, it will cool for 10 hours on whatever setting you have it at. Or you can also use it, you can click this clock guy and you can set up like a whole thing. So I had it cooling 10 minutes at 100%, and then it goes 30, and then through the night, you know, it kind of fluctuates between 40 and 30, cooling me off. And you can add more, you can add less. This is all on the app. You can't do that with just remote control. You have to use the app. So what did I think of the BedJet? All right, I like it. First off, we're only using it for cooling because we're in Arizona. It's super, super hot here. But I am looking forward to using it in the winter months because I get freezing because our house is all tile and it's Arizona. It's meant to be a house for hot temperatures. When it gets cold, I'm freezing, and this thing has a turbo heat setting where you can set it, I think it's like 3 to 10 minutes, and it will make your bed like you just pulled all the sheets out of the dryer. So that sounds very appealing. Now, as far as cooling, last night, it does not feel like a sheet of ice over you. It just feels like cool. You do feel on your feet that it's blowing because as the air filters out of the comforter, it is blowing against your feet. But the rest of us just feels extra cool. And I had a great night's sleep. My husband absolutely loved it on his side of the bed. He gets hotter at night than I do. And so he was very, very happy with it. So who I think this is best for. If your room is hotter or colder than the rest of your house and that bothers you, look into this. It's probably cheaper than putting in a new vent. In our house, we have vaulted ceilings, and so we can't put another vent in our room. So BedJet's a good option for us. I think it's a great option if you and your husband sleep at different temperature levels and it's causing controversy in your marriage. This could be an option to where you guys can each get what you want. Something you might want to do if money is like an issue, you can buy just the one BedJet, set it up, have it going just under your sheet, because in reality, it's still going to look like this probably if it was just under one sheet versus the comforter. See how you like it. It has a 60-day money-back guarantee, and so you can decide if it's working for you or not, and if you want to get the comforter, if you want to go dual zone. But you could just try it with just the one unit and see what you think, and then invest more as you like it, or as you don't like it, you could return it even after the 60 days. So that's my best advice for the BedJet. I think it's awesome. It's a great idea, especially for people who are too hot or too cold while they sleep. Having great sleep is definitely going to be a big return, even though the BedJet is a bit of an investment. So if you have any questions, ask me below, and I'd love to answer them. Otherwise, I hope you get a BedJet and you have a great night's sleep.